Let's just see if the stream key still works. All right. Apparently we're here again. Hey. Okay, so yes, apparently we're back. Okay. Maybe it'll merge these two into one. Or not. I don't know. Maybe. So anyway, we were, talking about this one. Like, are we at the end of this? Can it be saved? Can it be made better?
No, is the answer.
I mean, as a square, it's not terrible.
It's a postcard, Greg.
Sure. Well, people buy postcards, dude.
Well, sure, it's like there's nothing wrong with that photo as an Instagram photo.
No, and that's and I hate to say that that's true because I don't believe that Instagram photos are necessarily worse or less than. Yeah, am I going to hang it on a wall? No, probably not. No, probably not. Do I hate it? No, I don't hate it. I don't.
It's different. Like the medium is the message, Greg. It's looking for a different thing.
Yeah, like I don't have a problem with this image. Like I'm going to put it in my pics because it's one I'll export and use. Can I do that with this image? Nah, I don't think so.
I am still not seeing you live, my friend.
What, like on YouTube?
Yep.
Yeah, you'll have to refresh it and go back to the page. It won't restart on the existing stream. Because it started a new stream, which I'm looking at. YouTube's being dumb. It's really bad about trying to reconnect when you've had a stream drop out. Some platforms do that well, others don't. Yeah, that image is not the one. I'm gonna.
You're capturing locally, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm
it almost doesn't matter.
Almost. Yeah, and it's okay to say, yeah, not gonna work. I mean, I'm not afraid to look at an image and go, you know what? No. Like, by the time you smash these enough to get anything useful out of them, they're just no fun anymore.
Yeah.
They're just dull. So I think these are a big loser to me. These ones are just not there. Like
I'm not saying anything to me.
Yeah, no. So that one's a nil. I'm just gonna remove that from the collection, and I'm gonna remove that from the collection. And again, this was a shakedown run, right? I was, I went out with a brand new lens just to see what it could do. With no objective, just to see what it could do, and what I could make it do. And, okay.
This looks like a cell phone shot.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, a little bit, for sure. So it's just, yeah, no, doesn't have it. Doesn't have it.
This looks like somebody walking down the road, pops their cell phone on the rail.
A little bit, yeah. Now
I think it's better bigger.
What do you mean? With all that extra road that's empty?
Yeah.
Oh, I so don't want to agree with you. I want to just cool this right down. But it just doesn't. Ugh. Meh. There's just nothing interesting in here.
This bridge is lit to have pictures taken of it from the side.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it doesn't have it. That's a no.
Like train bridges are meant to be, shot from inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, these ones, I think same thing. They're too busy. There's just too much going on in them to make them work. in a way that does something nice. And
Just click black and white.
It's just bleh. It's just busy.
Bleh.
It's just busy. Right? Like the only way you can make this work in black and white is if you pick
make all the yellows bright white.
Yeah, like if you can pick certain tones to just murder, that you can smash to black, and then certain tones that you can kind of, pump up to. There is some control there, but I think images like this, either they work or you have to get ruthless in the crops. And I don't mind doing that. Like, I don't mind getting ruthless in a crop.
Yeah.
If we can find something in the crop that feels good. This one, the crisscrossing doesn't work. There's too much of it. If I could have gotten...
There's nowhere to put your eye.
Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, it's just not there.
And the rocks look ugly.
Yeah, the rocks just don't work. They're not as pretty as they could be, that's for sure.
So kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's very little I can do in here. It's done. Develops, reset, and pull that out. The only one that still had a hope was this one. And again, I think we're going to find the same problem.
Dude, it is autumn trees. Autumn trees suck.
Yeah, they get boring real fast. They really do. They get super boring. Unless you've got like crazy dynamic skies that you can work with to make them more interesting. And I think in this one we just don't. Yeah, like there's no blues in that sky to pull down. There's just nothing there to get totally amped about. Can I help you?
I need to tell you something.
Go in there, please. Yeah, no. I know what I would have liked for this image, and I don't think it's possible. And that is that I would want these
Looks like somebody shot that tree with a shit cannon.
Right, I would want that, and I want these greens. I want these greens to drop down a bit, and yeah, you could just without the sun right on it to just start smashing color.
Yeah,
it's really, really hard to get
something to look at.
Yeah, kinda. It's just
like the only thing with character in that photo is the cloud. And that's sad because that cloud sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's kind of about it. Like, I don't think I can take that anymore, and I don't think this is interesting enough to use.
So, hey, every time can't be a winner. I think we got some good frames this time. Some good final products. Like the picture of the bridge, I think, might be our winner.
Are you thinking this one? Is that the one you're thinking?
It's either that one or the rocks.
I think it's the rocks. I think of the whole set, this is the image that has the most to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's got the most to offer. Certainly compared to the original, it's got the most to say.
Yeah. Punching those rocks up was a good idea.
Yeah, I think so. I think this black and white. I think this one has Instagram legs. Certainly more than the out of the box.
I think the house has got some Instagram potential for sure.
Yeah, I think that's got some potential too. So I'm just gonna remove these ones that are not winners. Yeah, I mean it's not. It's just not. It's just not. It's out of there.
No matter how much you want it to be something, the only thing it is poopy.
Yeah, and even this one of the bridge, it doesn't call to me in any way, shape, or form.
It's a good generic picture of a generic thing.
And I think of the two, that's a better picture of the bridge. That's a more interesting pick for Instagram. It's a better pick for Instagram at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So there you go. We've got 4 images out of 10 that,
and one that
had possibility.
For Instagram. Yeah.
And one that's, I think, these will all 4 of these for sure will get posted to Insta. Are they the ones? Are they the ones from the year? I don't know. I'm quite content to say, my year has been, I've had a lot of photos this year, and, looking back at the beginning of the year, I've had some decent shots this year.
Yeah.
I've had some not so decent shots this year. Right? Like I'm not afraid to say these aren't the worst of the year. Right? They may not be the best, but they're not the worst. Like there were some, decent images this year. So far. I guess. I'll say so far because it's not over yet. Right? I managed to pull off some interesting stuff. And I'm not, it's not over, right? It's never over. And you can't go out and nail bangers every week. You just can't.
That picture was disappointing to me, how it turned out.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes and no. It's definitely not an image that's just going to jump off the page, but
right.
It certainly speaks to some people.
It has something.
It speaks to some people for sure.
Yeah.
It does. It speaks to some people. Same with this one. Like, I would like for this image to have been more, but it's just not. Right? It just isn't. And there's very little I can do to make this. As much as I like it, I don't know what else I could possibly do to it.
Right.
I can bump a little saturation. I can, adjust the skies a little bit. But at the end of the day,
it's never.
At the end of the day, it's a nice field and a nice pond with lots of pretty birds flying around, and whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Right? Again, though, appeals to some, right? It appeals to some, and I guess that's part of the point is, your photography is for you, and how you choose to use it and what you choose to do with it is up to you. And if I put this up on Flickr and Ducks Unlimited said, hey, we want that image, does that make this image better or worse?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it doesn't make the image better as a photograph, but it does have merit. It has value of its own. And so sometimes you just have to find that. Like, this another image. Like, I looked at this and I was just like, it's just dog's breakfast. But is there anything I can do to make this image more interesting? Like, I don't think so. I just don't know. I wanted it to have something, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Can I make the green better?
Probably.
No, not really. Can I make this yellow better?
Not really.
Not really. Not without literally just saying, oh, well, let's just desaturate everything in the image that isn't that yellow, which just simply doesn't work.
Did you see this photo?
What photo?
Oh, I just sent you a link in Hangouts.
Oh, well, how am I going to see that in Hangouts if I'm talking to you? Sheesh. No, it's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, I went back through some of my stuff from the beginning of the year.
Good.
So
as we should.
I'm with you.
As we should. We should go back to this stuff.
It's good to look at it, and
yeah.
This image I actually did re-edit, and it's way better.
Yeah.
Than the edit I had on it. It's actually a thing.
I can't show everybody in chat, so or who's watching. I can't show them, but
yeah.
Point remains, it's never over. You can always go back. You can't get bangers every week, and maybe one image a week that we end up happy with, or I end up happy with. Maybe that is the goal. And really, I don't dislike this image with the rocks. I'm not upset about this.
One image a week is a lot of images.
Yeah, I'm not unhappy with this image, and I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy with the house at all. I'm quite content with those two as images that I would call better than average. Yeah, so to me, it's still winning. We're still winning. All right, let's can it there since we've already crashed once. Let's finish it up. So, yeah. So, Luke, get out and shoot this week.
Yeah, man. I'm going on a 2-day road trip tomorrow, so maybe we'll edit my stuff next week.
Try and pick off a couple that we can edit of yours next week, or you can edit of yours.
There is a dam adjacent to where I'm going, so
like a dam, like that kind of dam, or
well, there's a dam everywhere I go.
Oh! I knew that was coming. I shouldn't have said it. I opened the door and I failed to respect that you were going to walk through it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Okay,
all right, man.
That's it. We're done. That's enough for this week. See you next time. Yeah. See you next time, folks.